We want to welcome you to Hot Tea Time on today, and I have my co-host for today will be Vanderbilt, my frat. And
What's up, frat? What's going on,
what's
baby?
going on?
Baby, we here, we living, and we ready to roll.
Yes, we are. Ain't no other way.
Amen to that.
We-
Well, if I could say something to start, just congratulations, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. I mean, you've been doing these little talks and stuff. I've seen the reviews, I've seen the numbers go up. I've been watching myself for, actually since you started. So I'm like, wow, this is really beautiful. So just to know that we're connected not only through fraternity, but through love, I just want to say
Well,
congratulations.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. We
Mad respect.
okay. Now I'm trying to find this video here. Oh, there you go. All right, there we go. Going live on TikTok over here.
Down.
Welcome TikTok to Hot Tea Time. Also, I'm glad everybody's in on tonight. We're going to get started. We're going to jump right on in. We have some juicy topics that we want to talk about. First, we want to introduce Vanderbilt on his new upcoming podcast that he's getting ready to start. I want you to start following him as well. The name of his podcast, you want to introduce yourself and tell them the name of your podcast and when we will get started. And
Most definitely, Frat.
let's do that. Come on,
Uh,
get this music.
well, what's up, TikTok? What's up, Facebook? What's up, IG? What's up, people at Hot Tea Time? I am the Sir Vanderbilt, and my podcast is called The House That Vanderbilt. And I've been getting some actual feedback about that because everybody thought I was starting a house, and that is not what I'm starting.
Oh, okay, then.
So what we are starting a house somewhat, but it's not the house that people are most used to putting on our community.
Right.
So even though I'm a lover of the house community and everything, but that's not what we're doing. Our house is about building a bridge of all people, and we're going to create a house that really contains everyone. So the house that Vanderbilt will be a house that everyone can come to. Like if you remember back in the day, because I think we're in the same age group, so I'm 50 now. I remember Sundays being when my grandmother was forced me to go to church. And then after church, we would go back to her house, and all these people from the church would end up at her house. And they would be eating dinner, but it would be all these conversations.
Uh,
And you would have this person talking about politics, this person talking about money, this person talking about the first lady, this person talking about the choir. But you had all these different conversations going. But no matter what the conversation was, it ended off well. Everybody had a good meal. Then they went their separate ways, whether it was Sunday fun day or back in those days it was club hopping, or if it was to go
wait
home
a minute,
and
you
get
said
ready for
club
work the next
hopping.
day. Club hopping, baby, you know what it was. The kids want to give it a new term these days.
Okay.
Sunday fun day,
Right.
boo, you going club hopping. So,
Right. Okay. Okay.
so that is the premise of the house that Vanderbilt is to give a place where no matter whether you're Christian, Jewish, Gentile, white, black, gay, lesbian, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, even MAGA. I don't care who you are.
Right.
You can come into this house and you can speak your piece as long as you do it respectfully.
Okay.
And that's the house that Vanderbilt.
Okay. Well, and that's to be expected. So when do your show start?
We kick off our first show will be November the 23rd, excuse me. We won't be doing live tapings for the first four shows because I'm trying to get some interviews set up. So right now what you will get is you will get 45 minutes of actual pre-taped conversation,
Okay.
but pointing on all facts. You know what I'm saying? The first show is simply called The Doors of the House is Open.
Mhm.
You'll get a very firm, fresh look at exactly who I am and where I come from, what I've done in my 50 years of life, and what my accolades are, and why I feel deemed enough to be able to stand in front of many people and tell them exactly what we need to be hearing. And then the second show it's entitled the Supreme Court and What It Has Done to Us. And what I mean by what it's done to us, not only am I Black, not only am I a man, not only am I gay,
Mhm.
I'm also a father.
Right.
I'm an uncle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a grandson. I'm a son. So My thing is I need to find out what the Supreme Court has done to injustify me. What has it done to push me back?
Right.
So for black men, for gay people, trans people, all those people, these courts have put things on us since the 1800s that we cannot believe and we don't pay attention to. So since my grandfather was born in 1892, I decided to go from 1892 to 2025 on decisions that they have ruled on that have put us in harm's way. And that's the second show.
Okay. Okay. Sounds great. Sound interesting. And I
Thank
just
you.
wish people were able to comment and come in so you can really see. Because that's deep.
We're getting there.
That's deep. And people would like to come in to do that. I think I can. Okay. Uh so we're gonna jump right in, y'all. We're gonna jump into our relationship question to
Yes.
to move forward so we can see how everybody take this or how would they move with this because
Okay.
everybody have a different of opinion. So
Mhm.
it's nothing is the right answer and nothing is the wrong answer. So it's your
Correct.
opinion. So let's put that out there. You can go ahead. So, go ahead, Dana.
So here's a good question. So, and it's a question, but we're going to put it in kind of a statement phrase and then we'll ask the question in the end.
Yeah.
But let's just say you and a person have been seeing each other, but not seeing each other. Say y'all have been kind of really digging each other for 6 months. You haven't had any intimacy, but you've had intimacy when it comes to conversations and all these other things. And then finally, after all of these months go by, one of them pops the question and goes, you know what? I want you. Do you drop everything and jump into that situation? Or do you go, you know what? I'm kind of enjoying us being just who we are and still being able to have the treats and go out and trick or treat as well. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, with me, personally, I'm kind of selfish, so I'm not I'm not sharing. So even
Uh-huh.
in with this going on, if we're not even together, um,
Mm-hmm.
I would rather for us to have some type of understanding. Because if you're seeing other people, I don't think I'm interested.
I feel you. I feel
Yeah,
you.
I
I
don't
feel you.
feel that
And
I'm
see,
interested.
and you know what? That's so weird because with me, it's kind of like I guess people call it an Aquarius thing, and I guess I'm gonna put that on my sign a little bit. But we're so open. We're very open, and
But
we could be in a situation where we could literally be dibbling dabbling with one person for years, and we can go on dates. We can take gifts. We can give gifts to any and everybody else. But sexually, we want that one person.
but see,
But
I'm a
go ahead.
Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh,
And so we kind of selfish. We
very.
we want we not sharing. It's not a sharing
Yeah,
type
y'all
thing
very
over here.
selfish.
We
Y'all very well.
we
But see,
you
the
know
game with y'all is y'all are selfish when you want it. But when it
right.
comes to somebody else wanting it, you be like, wait a minute, that ain't on my
That
time. I ain't
ain't
got nothing to do
right.
with
That's not what I
that.
want at this time. And that's us. And you know what? And that is to be true. Because we
Yes,
gonna say that's not what I want, baby. I didn't sign up for that. You know, even
right.
though even though it's something that you put yourself through. Because my thing is about the question the way you oppose the question, I would say it leaves an opening for an open relationship when the
Okay.
relationship started.
So let me throw some hot grease on that
Okay.
because see, now during the time that you two were just mingling amongst each other, you were actually getting to know each other
Right.
like quite greatly. You
Okay.
became friends. You watched a little turmoil go on. You helped out in certain situations and all of that, and it became more than it was. So
Right.
then eventually it turned from just being like a fun thing, a get up and go, here we go, let's have that round, move around type thing to a damn, I'm actually starting to love this. What the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's like, okay.
Because my thing is when you start to like them and they're not into you like you're into them, then what
Mhm.
happens?
See, okay, good. Oh, that's so good. So during that time, and this is the thing, and I guess this would be really good. And for the viewers, baby, this is my story. I'm just gonna give it to y'all like it is. This is my story. Shit. I ain't asking no question that ain't got nothing to do with me. So this is mine. So anyway, let's just get it out there for your viewers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I ain't talking about nobody else shit but mine. So anyway, so the deal was I met, coming to Atlanta. Okay, coming to Atlanta from
Okay.
Chicago.
Yes.
I've been here now. November the 22nd will be 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that I really did want was I really did want a relationship, but I wasn't like hell bent on like searching for one and all that shit. I was really trying to find myself here, get myself in a place where I was comfortable. But at the same time, we all want love and we all want that little extra special someone. Well, because I'm difficult, I ain't gonna lie, I am. Because I'm difficult, it's kind of hard to please me. So I can't find that special somebody because somebody, it's always like a quirk and they do something stupid. Right. And I just be like, okay, I'm done. Aquarius get very done real quick. So I'm done. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, but then there was this one particular person. Now, and the gag was how we met. This is the funniest shit. So I'm leaving a nightclub. They're going in the nightclub and I'm leaving. Now, mind you, I'm not a drinker, but I'm a smoker. So I was lit. I'm not gonna lie, I was lit out of my mind. So as I'm leaving, I see this dark-skinned, dreadhead, freaking Jamaican, just sexy out. I'm like, I said, nigga, where you going? You should be going to my house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So instead of the dude like walking off and being like, all right, bro, dude turns around and was like, where you going? Where you live? And I was like, oh, shit,
you know what to say there. You got nervous there.
I got nervous quickly. And then I was like, oh, no, I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he was like, well, what's your name? And so then I give him my name. And he was like, give me your number. And I was like, no, you got my name. Do your research. And that's exactly what I said. Right. And I walked away and I left. Tell me why 3 days later the dude found me online and he finds me.
Right.
Doesn't say anything to me, but inboxes me and says, hope you got home safely. Well, nigga, you see I'm alive. I did
3 days later.
so I know what you're doing here, right. But what you said on that street still ain't finna happen because I ain't going. But I'm a little nervous, your big ass. But anyway, so push come to shove, we get past that. Then we go out and hang out. Wasn't a date at all. Like I needed to get something from like the store that was like by his house in Decatur. And I ended up calling him like, hey bro, what you want? And he was like, man, I need to go to the store. Shit, my car. I was like, oh, well, I need to go to the store too. Where you at? So then we ended up going pick him up. We go to the store and we hang out like bros. And it was just like an awesome fucking afternoon. End up going to lunch, kicking it. And it was just real cool. I leave, they told me about their whole life. I done told them a little bit about my life. They done been in this relationship that didn't go like I had been in, we just did the whole nine. That's moments. Go back home. It's like, all right, we cool. So now where do we go from here? So we have that conversation a week later. Right. Like, it's like, hey, Van, I'm digging you. And I'm like, you know what, partner, I'm digging you too. But I'm in these streets. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm out here hanging out. I'm partying. Right. I'm enjoying Atlanta right now because I'm finally in a good space. And they was right up with me. You know what? I just got out of this shit. I ain't trying to deal with none of that tag me down shit. We ain't with that right now. But I like your vibe. Let's make sure we tight. Right. Cool. We stay tight. This shit goes on for months. And I mean months. But it was cool.
So you talking about it?
Oh, call me, check up on me. If you see me post something that sounds like I'm a little bit distressed, you immediately react to it. Right. You know what I'm saying? These were the things that he was implementing that made me go, well, goddamn, this not a bad brother. You know what I'm saying? So we finally decide we're gonna meet up on that level.
Right. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So we meet up on that level.
Right.
And baby, when I tell you, Fred, okay, you remember how I acted when I crossed my line?
Yeah, I do. Oh, that's how you
Fred, you remember how I acted? Okay. Baby, boom, fireworks, everything, stars, lights, camera.
Right. Okay. Okay. I got
Oh, yes. All of that. All of that. And I'm not lying.
it.
So I only say all of that to say that, for me, it's working out.
Okay.
But then I put it out there because I know a lot of people out there, they either, while they're going through that transitional stage where they're trying to get to know somebody, the implementation that, I got to get to know them on the level to love them shouldn't be the first thing in thought, because I think that's what I got in our practice of those months was we weren't even trying to get to know each other to love each other. We were just hanging out and getting to know each other.
Right.
And our vibe just kept vibing and vibing. And eventually that role took us in that direction. Are we an isolated couple? And at this time right now, I'll say we're an isolated pair. I won't say couple yet because we haven't really, put it all down, but we didn't put it down to the point where I know better than to step out this door and go try to fuck with somebody else right now.
Right. Yeah, okay. I get it. Man. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
But we ain't talking about all that movie and shit and all that. That is not happening anytime soon. Right. We live in separate places and all of that, and we really enjoy the fact that, hey, I can come and see you and you can come and see me and all that. Mm-hmm. I think maybe I will gift him a key eventually. I think that'll happen. Yeah, I think that something like that. You know what I'm saying? You gift the motherfucker a key and a nice little envelope, with a little card, maybe throw a little bracelet or a little chain in there or something like that. Get a trade something that they really go, show off.
Nice keychain or something.
Okay. Yeah, give them a little bling, to go along with the key. You know what I'm saying? And so they can go out in the street and be like, I got this motherfucker right here wrapped around my finger. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's kind of where life is.
Right.
Yeah.
So because I was always told it's hard to date in Atlanta.
Well, I won't lie, it is. Yeah. And I can give you some prime examples because before this, boo, let me tell you, you know me. I walk around. I am a man first, so don't ever get that wrong. I'm a man, so I walk around like a man. I look like a man. Now, when you get to know me, you'll see the fish in me. Right. But until you get to know me, you're not gonna see no fish in me.
Right.
So most of the boys, when they see me out in the clubs, by the way I dress and the way I talk and who I hang out with, they immediately think I'm the Trey girl.
So,
That's not it. That's not it. I work in the music industry. It's very easy to kind of flip the script anywhere we want it to go. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're trained to do. But that's what they think. So I get most guys. Now, this is the funny part. Even after you tell them, you're like, nah, bro, I'm like you, and then they try to flip the script. No, nigga, I'm a girl. Miss Mom. No, you're not. No, who back you gonna get on? Who you climbing on?
For real.
That I want to see.
What you want to see?
I want to witness because I need proof. I'm telling you. And that's the thing with Atlanta. And I'm not saying that about all Atlanteans. I love me some Atlanta. I have enjoyed moving here. It has probably been one of the best moves. Other than Memphis, because I enjoyed myself in some Memphis. That was a good 13 years right there. But I promise you, Atlanta has been a good move in this part of my life. But I have seen that dating here can be kind of topsy-turvy. And another reason because there's so many choices. Okay. There are tons of choices. You can get the black sports guy, you can get the black, houseboy, you can get the black tennis player, you can get the trans boy, girl. I'm not gonna lie to them, trans boys, boo. You can get baby. Last year, baby, I'm here to tell you, I had me some fun last year. Oh, baby, the trans boys, boo. And then here go the part right here. This is the part. See, people always go, oh, well, if I'm gay, if I wanted some pussy, I'll go get a woman. Get you a trans boy. It's the best adventure you ever wanted to have when you're single. I promise you. I promise. All of the rough talk and all that shit while in some gush. Oh my god.
Wait a minute.
Got to be
So,
got to be more particular.
so I'm confused. So
For boys, I'm not doing it. For trans boys, baby bye. That's
I'm,
a whole different
I'm
scenario.
trying to see now trans boys.
Mm-hmm.
They into boys,
Mm-hmm.
so they're not into girls.
Oh no, yes they are. They just into me, I guess. I don't know. They was just into me. One told me I looked like a trans boy. That was the gag. And I was like, nah, I know I don't look like no goddamn trans boy. But I took it and ran with it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't believe that to be true. I think that was just her come on line.
So somebody said
his come on line.
somebody said so a dildo wasn't involved.
No. It was the gush.
That was
She had tight pussy too. Yeah.
This is you know what? This
You
is
didn't
the
expect
conversation
any of
that
this,
need
did
to
you?
be had because I didn't think that trans boys were into.
Oh yes. See, that's just like
men.
so here you go. It's just like one of my best friends from high school. She ended up as a lesbian. She's a full-time lesbian. She ended up marrying a trans friend of ours, and they're still married.
Okay, so even with that being said, so now that's a hetero relationship now.
It's basically a hetero. Exactly.
Now
It's
that turns
basically
into
a hetero.
relationship.
Yeah.
So how? I'm confused.
So let's just say during that time I wasn't committing no sin. I was living by God's way.
You live by the word.
I was biblically correct.
yes, Kendra. They still like getting it in. They still like.
Yeah, they do. I'm here to tell you they do.
Okay, so I was. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he said, "Oh my goodness, that is something." Okay,
Okay, so wait a minute. Everybody asking me because they're now. Wait a minute. You have a tea. You on live? How do I connect? Okay, what do I tell these people?
Go to hot tea time.
Go. I told them that too. I said hot tea time. Time on all platforms on social media platforms.
Yeah.
Okay, that should go. Cool. So they do still get it in. They get it in like I won't mention their name. Well, I ain't gonna mention their names. That would be rude. So anyway, my friend, which is now she's 52 years old. She married the trans woman who's now, but mind you, still got the equipment down low, but trans everywhere else.
Right.
So she's really, I guess, I don't know. Is that trans though? I don't want to be
that's
misinterpreted.
That's trans.
It is. Okay, cool. So they got married, and and here's the gag. The plan was to have a baby. The lesbian was supposed to get pregnant. That was her. Who is this? Oh, my son. Let me look, boy. Hot tea time, baby. It's on hot tea time on Facebook and IG and YouTube. Okay, I gotta go. They got me on live, baby. I gotta go. So the plan was for them to actually have children.
Yeah.
And that was the whole plan. So they were sexually involved, like regular heterosexuals are, but yet she had a beard and he had a lovely rack of titties. You know what I'm saying? And face. Oh my God, prettiest face you ever want to see. I mean, yes, all of that. Yeah, but intimately, they were biblically correct. So, I mean, I guess that kind of leads into another question. Are we still going to hell if we're doing this or what?
I mean, that is a question. I mean, how do we look at that?
I mean, any preachers out there? Can you help us? I mean, I don't
Try to
know.
find out.
see, that's where I go into the terms of where God made all people and He made them with love,
Right,
and all it's supposed to be about is love.
right.
And if you could love your neighbor, I mean, love your brother as I mean, love your neighbor as you love your brother, it should be no issue.
Yeah,
And we come up with
you know
these
they said.
man-made,
You know they
huh?
said. They said our vice president wanted to be trans at one point. So
He was
yeah, he wanted to
Miss Sofa.
be. he
Talk
wanted
about
to,
Miss Sofa.
yeah.
Yes, honey. She still, baby, she paint every day. You ain't caught that outline
Yeah,
under
she
them
wears
eyes,
the
baby.
eyelash. She
She
loves
painted
her.
every day.
Baby, I
Baby,
know.
baby, he living out his trans world right now, right before our eyes, and we
Right.
ain't even paying
And
no attention.
I ain't said nothing.
Baby, because she got more concealer on and mascara and lip gloss than I see most women wear. I mean, she always painted.
Okay, so someone said, so is it the illusion or what?
Well, you know what? For me, it was. I'm not even gonna lie. For me, it was. He was extremely handsome. He was extremely like, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. That nigga was soft as hell. Like, like my skin
Mm.
soft, but that nigga's skin was like 3 times softer than mine. And shit, I kind of doll over my skin being soft. This nigga's skin was soft as fuck. And then, like, he had removed his breast, so he had pecs. And, my shit kind of, it kind of up. This motherfucker pecs is big. I'm like, man. So while I'm grabbing, they grabbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm touching, they touching. And then because he was originally a woman, I think he knew a lot more of like how to caress a man's body.
Right.
Man, that nigga was all over me. Shit. I mean, I forgot that I was even fucking around with motherfucking trans shit. I was shit, yeah. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It was
So
soft
it worked
because
out.
of the female. But they're not female no more. They go to the gym and get
Yes.
up and
Now,
all that type of
see,
stuff.
that's the catch-22 right there, though, V.
Uh-huh.
When you in that intimate space, it really kind of it faded out. And this was a drunk night. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of those nights I was with it up out of my mind. I think I had smoked probably like 6 blunts. So this is one of those evenings. And we had seen each other, I think, like 2 times. I'd seen him once at the Eagle, and then I seen him again this night. But we had kind of text messaged a couple of times and this, that. So it was a setup. It wasn't like I just met you and then I took you and did you.
Right.
No, it was like, okay, I really and even in the text, I was like, I wouldn't mind trying this shit. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And it was like, shit, it is what it is. I think you sexy. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck around with you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell nobody. So I ain't told nobody yet. Y'all don't know who it is.
So this is my thing. Are they promiscuous like men, or are they? See, that's my whole thing. Are they you?
Yeah, I kind of feel like they are, but I
So you
can't
just
say that about them all. I don't want to label them like that, but let's
right?
just say this. That one is.
Oh, see,
That one is. I could tell. I
yeah,
could tell because even though the tooch was nice and tight, but you could tell it had been in again. I wasn't the first one down there.
okay.
I definitely wasn't the first one down there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't eat goose. I just stick it. I don't put my face nowhere near no. That's kind of nasty.
So with that being said, I mean, cause I would wonder, would they be, promiscuous like men?
Yeah. And you know what though? And you know what? You have to go into the psyche of it then at that point and go, how much of a man are they actually taking on? Now, when they're taking on that whole persona and trying to be the thug guy and all that stuff, I think they're just as promiscuous as a normal Joe. I really do.
Okay.
But then when you have, I've met a trans who is literally like in the business world and everything, and he don't, he about that life, he about that money, he gonna get that paper,
Okay.
he about dressing up 24/7 and all that, so I look at him kind of different, like, yeah, this nigga here, he just a brother,
Right.
he's an educated brother, and that's how he gonna live, and he ain't out there.
Okay.
Saying he got a beautiful wife too, might I add, very, very beautiful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there are those, but then there are those ones that I feel like they in a club and they out there, they got the half, t-shirts on and showing off the pecs, tattoos, because baby, they go get tatted all the way up to here.
Right.
They get tatted. I be living for the look, because the look be everything.
Right. I mean, I seen a couple, but I hadn't. I mean, not to run into them or have a
Atlanta's
conversation
serving them.
with them. Huh?
Atlanta got a lot of them.
Okay, so they just go
A
get the
lot,
titties.
yeah.
So
They out here. They
everybody
out
just
here,
getting their
baby.
titties cut off and just
Down,
yeah,
down, and putting tattoos on top of the marks so that they hide them.
Oh, okay.
Cut and tack, cut and tack. That's what we doing.
It's cut and tack. Okay. All right. And reattach the nipples.
That part
Yeah.
and that part
Yeah.
and good evening. Just hopefully they put them in the right place and don't
put them to the side.
put the shit out there.
Yeah. No, you go to the gym, you got to get them replaced.
Right. Got to reposition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I mean, again, for some of them, I would say, yeah, I would say that they take on the whole persona of what they consider a man to be. Mm-hmm. And again, I mean, that kind of leads into one of my conversations that I'm going to have, which is about our community and how we perceive things and run with it versus doing some real research on what it is we're trying to understand.
Yeah.
Before we run with it.
Before we run with our act.
Before we run with
because,
it. You know, and
go ahead. And with that being said, you know, because everybody put all gay people in the same box.
Thank you.
It's like
thank you. You know,
all in the same box and here we shipping it out. It's fed.
There you go. You know
what I'm saying? So
and it's like the trans community. I fight so hard for the trans community. My sister, who I grew up with, is now trans man. You know, I have my other sister outside of the family who's one of the biggest trans people in Chicago, and everybody loves her. Shout out to Miss Gayla. Gayla, your birthday's today. I love you dearly. You know, these are women and men who actually went through some things and knew that their life was different and they changed. Then you have certain trans people, you know, who, for lack of words, let's call it what it is, little boys in dresses.
Right.
They don't ever want to transition.
Well, see,
they just like
those are not trans.
Right. They just like the aroma of being fish for a minute. Playing. Is that what it is called? Playing? Yeah. Playing in your mama's makeup?
Yeah, it's playing boys in dresses. So, I mean, it's a lot of them running around, you know. So, with that being said, then catch them a couple of years later, then they back and they don't want you to call them girl no more.
Right! We remember them, don't we?
Yeah. Don't call me girl no more.
Don't call me girl. I remember I was going to have a fight with somebody about that.
Yeah.
Yes. Girl, were you just in a dress last week? You don't want me to call you a girl today, girl?
You don't want me to call you that.
Girl, go put that blush back on and sit your ass down.
Everybody see you. They know who you are. In the dress or out of the dress. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Tell me about it. Yeah. Tell me about it. So that is, that's truly a gag though. But yeah, we have, they put us in a box and then they want to ship us off. And then they figure out, wait a minute, we actually need this one.
Yeah.
Oh, we need this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, that one do this. We need that. Oh, wait a minute, can't get rid of that one either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't want us, but you really can't live without us.
Right, because you make excuses for certain ones.
That part. Yeah. That part right there. That part. And I won't lie. I think I've been a certain one a couple of times in my life.
I was at the convention this week. The culture convention was here.
Oh.
Evangelist Kelly. She's a old lady evangelist.
From which city? She out of Memphis?
Okay.
Okay.
So they here. So she gets to the podium and she says she respects men. Listen to me closely. She respects men, but she tries to respect these sisters.
And that's what she said on the mic.
She said on the mic.
And she said, and she tries to respect these sisters.
She tries to respect these sisters. They just do too much.
And the culture churches, and they cool with that.
They clapped it up.
And half them, let me excuse my French because I don't want to swear, but half them people in that daggone audience was part of the sissy group she talking about. You know, that used to irk me when I lived in Memphis, and especially when I ran the Plush Club. Because when I worked as a waiter down there at Blue City, I started getting a taste of Kojic men. But because I think I was surrounded around people that really were protective, and then I was dating Ron, I was with a husband at that time, so he was always the cook, so he always was like, don't look at him, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that. But when I went down there to the plush club and started running the plush club, that's when I realized just how hoish
Yes.
and how unfaithful those men of Kojic are.
Mm-hmm.
Because how dare you be at service on Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all them days, but then you be in my club asking me, can you use my VIP room? And then I take you up there to that VIP room and I allow you to use it. And you got like 15 girls in there. And I know 2 of them to be trans. And y'all all up in there partying together and doing who knows what.
Right.
And now you got to go back to the convention. And I got to keep these secrets.
Right.
And I can call them out by name, preachers and all, but I will never do that. But my point is, I watched y'all do this. Just like when Derrick Rose got his nose broke, I watched all that happen. And people don't understand, like, these kids don't get it. You know,
right.
You live your life a certain way, but you want us all to pretend like that's the holy way.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But, and my problem is, you can all talk about it, but privately, this is who you calling. You know.
I already know.
Yeah. And that's
I already know. You know, I've never been a side piece to any one of those church ass niggas. I've never been there. But I mean, again, I ran a nightclub in the city where they came to every year. So of course I had bartenders, I had servers, you know, I had security guards who dibbled and dabbled in that world where they knew that Kojic was coming and they finna get paid.
Right.
And they got paid. And I watched them get paid.
Right.
You know, many a nights I opened the back door of the plush club so that a security guard could take somebody back there and get a little head and get $500 for a quickie.
Right.
Just give me my $50, nigga. That's all I'm asking for. I'll let you in the door.
Right.
And then say nothing. Right. Just make sure you drop my coin and go on about your business. You know, but these are the things that they so proudly shame and call us all these dirty names, sissy, faggot, home wrecker, homo, you know, all these names. And chick, I got more dirt on your people than you could ever have on me.
Right. And they wouldn't be so great if they didn't have someone to participate with.
Come on with it.
That's all I'm saying.
Come on with it.
It has to be.
Come on with it.
But you know what? I have to agree. But they twist their ass around here. I mean, I think all of them gonna need some taps on them shoes where they twist their ass around here all week long. Baby, they twist a wow. Do you hear me? I went to the musical.
Y'all's Kojic is way different from what we had back when I was in Memphis.
Yeah, it's
because these Kojic children today,
they out there.
They outright senses. Now, I'm sorry. Exactly what the woman said.
I tell you, everybody's super tight. The big ones, the little ones, everybody's super tight.
See what I mean?
I just sit there and I look, and I mean, our people watch the whole time. I couldn't even enjoy the concert for watching sisters.
Watching the people. Just watching. And you know, to all of the viewers, we're not bad mouthing nobody. This is just a word of endearment for us. I want to put that disclaimer out there real quick. Sissy's just a word of endearment for us.
Right.
But them girls at the culture place, them some sissies right there, honey. Because they want to pretend to be top dogs and daddies when they really look girls and sisters.
Had their nose all in the air, and when I tell you they walked a while, I just looked. I said, "Child, this doesn't make sense." You had young ones, old ones. I mean, they was all. They had fur coats on. Baby, it wasn't cold enough for a fur coat.
Wear no damn fur.
They had them on. They had everything.
And then going into them people's restaurants on bills and not tipping them. Don't
you know, when I tell you, and then they had they put Shannon Perry. He was a white guy that was in Kojic, but he had bad mouthed them at one point. He talked about him.
Oh, really?
Baby, they walked him up out of there at Church of God in Christ.
What?
Yeah, they walked him out. He had to go.
Why did they walk him out?
He was banned. They got a ban.
From what he had done before.
Yeah, they banned him. He done preached there before and everything, but they have a ban list. I didn't know they have a ban list at the church.
So wait. You telling me that the people that serve the God at the Kojic church, who's supposed to be the church of all churches now, you know, you go Kojic, you just everything. You God's pupil. You telling me they banning folks from God?
They banned him out. He out. I mean, I guess he couldn't.
So you can't serve with them no
Forgive me.
more when you say something negative. Ain't no forgiveness up in there, huh?
Can't, can't.
So wait a minute. Is this the new laws of the church now? We can ban you and don't have to forgive you?
Well, some some churches now they disfellowship you. That's the word. They disfellowship
Okay.
from their ministry.
Ah, okay. You can serve
Yeah,
somewhere else. You just can't come here.
yeah. You could be disfellowship
Oh.
from the ministry.
Mm. Mm.
Right.
See, I don't I never have a problem with any church because I think every church has its own way. I think as long as the teachings is right and they're trying to lead folks to the man that needs to get our souls saved, by all means, if that's what you're doing, it's wonderful. I myself, I go to what people consider to be a very controversial church myself here in
Right.
Atlanta, and I just love the pastor.
Right.
I went there. Somebody actually said to me the very first time I went, what they said was, I want to go to the Gay Church of Atlanta. And I was like, why you call it a gay church? They was like, because it's a gay church. I said, why is it a gay church? They said, because all the members are gay. I said, and they say, well, the pastor's gay. And I said, but why is it a gay church? I said, are they teaching like gay lessons?
Yeah.
And they say, no. I said, what they teaching? Well, they teach from the Bible. I said, well, have you ever heard him preach? Yeah, I heard him preach before. How does he preach? He actually preached real good. I said, I said, okay, I want to visit. Because I'd never been.
Right.
So I said, okay, I want to visit. This was back in December.
Right.
Of last year.
Uh-huh.
So I go very first time. I'm sitting in the balcony. I'm looking. I'm waiting. First of all, I'm waiting to see the gayness. That's what I'm really waiting on.
Ready for it.
So I'm sitting there and finally I see a trans. I said, okay, transsexual. Okay. And they come in right. They don't come in, they come in like they go to church.
Right.
So I say, okay, well, at least she got on a nice dress, hair comb. She ain't got clothes too tight. Okay. And she's serving the Lord. Okay, well, let us serve the Lord. We're gonna be quiet. Right. You know what I'm saying about it.
Okay.
Then, of course, you got a couple of your sisters come up in there with their tight pants on and they look too tight shirt on, you know what I'm saying? And it's to be expected. You see that in the straight church, well, I'm not calling it the straight church. You see that in what they call the regular church. Look at me, you see how I just did that? Yes, so you see that in what they call the regular church.
Right.
So they come in. I don't have nothing to say about that at all. So then finally, the pastor walks out of the back little side door and he comes in. The first thing he did was it impressed me. He walked in. He didn't just sit down. He kneeled and he started praying. Uh-huh. So I said, oh my goodness. I immediately knew. I said, oh, that's the pastor right there. Supposed to stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody that's me. I'm like, stand your ass up. It's the pastor. Man, it's respect. You know what I'm saying? So we stand up. We get a little 5 minutes of respect. You know what I'm saying? He do his little kneel thing. That's praise the Lord, all that. And he get up and he turned back around. He sit in his chair. He started clapping to the music. And I'm looking at him. I'm study staring at this dude now, mind you. Right. I didn't really wipe everybody else away.
Right.
I'm looking at him now because I'm still trying to figure out why they keep calling this man church the gay church.
Right.
So I'm gonna watch him for the rest of the gay service.
Right.
So I'm watching. Okay. He ain't did too much to make me feel like uncomfortable or nothing yet. So okay. So the choir finally stopped. They done raised offering. Okay, offering raising. Same way they do it at every other church. Okay, we cool. Nothing wrong. So now it's time for him to speak. I hadn't heard him say nothing yet, mind you.
Right.
So I'm gonna lie to you. What I was waiting for was somebody to come up to that mic and say, well, church, with some type of high voice or something like that. I ain't even gonna lie. That was what I was waiting on. I was literally waiting on that.
Right,
so I can go, okay, that's why they call it the gay church.
Right.
And then I can walk out. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the dude came to the mic. He looked at the mic. He looked up at the balcony. And I promise you, for a second there, I thought the man was looking directly at my black ass. And I looked down and I said, I'm staring at the dude and he said, clap your hands. Dude, he had the right voice. He had the right attitude. Right. He had the right demeanor. And then he preached like any other freaking pastor I had ever seen preach in my life. And he did it well. Yeah. He did it so well, Venturis, until at the end of that service, when they opened them doors on my first visit, I ran my ass down there to that pew to join that church.
Okay.
And I joined it and been paying them tithes ever since and been supporting them ever since. Because he doesn't come off, or he doesn't give you the demeanor of the G Church of Atlanta. Right. What he gives you the demeanor of is this is a church that anybody and everybody can walk through these doors.
And feel comfortable.
Exactly. Yeah. He gives a place where anybody can go praise God and seek there. their
And
everlasting
you know
life.
what? I went to a church in D.C., which they would call it the gay church as well. They had a lady pastor.
Mm.
When I tell you service was magnificent, it was laid out, and they did everything. With nothing different. I'm looking for all the bells and whistles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the sisters come twirling down doing the praise dance and stuff. But I'm just I'm just being honest. I'm just looking. I
Yes,
know something's
yes.
gonna be wrong with this church. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for
Right.
it. But this lady told us don't give no offering, don't pay no tithes if you don't get a message. And you paid this at the end of service. When I tell you the boxes was at the door, going out the door. Yes.
Wow.
So that's how
That's
for
awesome.
sure. You
That's
know what I'm
awesome.
saying? That's how for sure she knows she was finna give you the word.
She doing what she doing the
Yeah,
Lord's work. And
yeah,
see, that's what I'm saying. Who are we as human beings to condemn somebody for doing God's work if that's what we
right,
say that we should
right.
be doing? It's kind of crazy to me. You want to say that you literally want to say that trans people no longer exist. This is a two-sex world.
No.
They didn't change. They didn't make it three sexes.
Well, first
They
of all,
still trying to be either a man or a woman. Last time I checked.
if you read the Bible, there's a couple of gay people in there.
Oh, baby, you ain't got to read the Bible to find that the man who rewrote it is gay.
That's what I'm talking about. John is it.
Well, King James himself was
Yeah,
gay. Let's
you got a
call it what
couple
it
of
is. You know what I'm saying?
you got
If the folks would really go do their history
right.
work, they would find out that people in the Roman ages, there was a whole lot of gay stuff going on in those
They
days.
carry purses, and they want to talk about man bags now. They carry purses. Those who carried purses. They had Coach purses
Right.
and Gucci bags back then. They had designers back then.
They had real Michelangelo.
Right. This ain't nothing that we got here. They had real bags. And they want to sit here.
But that's the gag, and that's the truth, though. And people, and that's, you know what? It goes to show, we are bound to repeat what we don't understand and we have not done our homework on.
Right.
Henceforth, while we have the president that we have in the office
Right
now. And the good thing about what's happening right now, I'm very proud of it, for the simple fact is, it's not us that's really getting that harmed. Though he wants to harm us, and though they want to make us the point of attack, black, brown, gay, all that, they want us to make us the point of attack. We're not the ones who depend on y'all's welfare every month. I'm so sorry for you, baby. I'm so sorry for you. We're not those people. We're not the ones that's waiting on you to hand us something to go to the doctor. So sorry for you. We're not those people. So all this pain and this anger and this hurt that they want to spill out on our community, all we have to do is understand, keep striving, keep living, and keep standing on firm what our grandmothers and grandfathers taught us to do. And no, we came from the struggle. Right. So, baby, ain't no struggle you can put us in.
The struggle.
Thank you.
Struggle, we the struggle.
Thank you. We are the struggle.
We are the
you
struggle.
You tore down the east wing of the White House in which our forefathers built, baby, just so you could say you did something. But at the end of the day, it was still built by us.
Right. When you get done.
When you get done.
And if you don't find no Mexicans, when you leave, it's still not going to be built. It's still gonna be the
You saying Guadalupe and them ain't coming back, boo? You will not have no goalpost.
You would not get that up if you don't go get them a loofah them
and bring them back. I love it.
Or we're gonna be still sitting there with the wing gone.
That, from the looks of it, because baby, how far have they gotten now? I ain't seen I haven't seen a skeleton go up or nothing.
Well, first of all, it ain't cleared off. It's still looking the same.
Yeah. My Jesus, my Jesus, my Jesus. But this is what we got.
Yeah, this is what they voted for. This is what they voted. Well, this is what they cheated for.
That part. And we'll survive through it. We got 3 more years. But for 3 years, the House that Vanderbilt is going to focus on things that we need to do as a people. People. And that's why I don't want to exclude anybody. That's why I say, even if you MAGA, because guess what? It's a lot of MAGA that know that they're wrong.
Well, first of all, it's a lot of MAGA that's hurting right now. Those are the people that's hurting. that y'all thought the great white hope was gonna save y'all. He was gonna
Well,
get y'all stamps and everybody else don't get theirs.
what
How
they
could you
thought,
exclude them?
what they thought was they thought that we were finna revert and go back in time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really what they thought. And a
Yeah.
lot of people, and I'm sad to say, I hate this, but and it's because I know quite a few MAGA now and didn't know that they were MAGA, but I know now. But it troubles my spirit sometimes when I know that a mother and a father are this way, and because they're that way, then the children and the grandchildren have to be that way in order to obtain whatever inheritance
Yeah.
or whatever that they think they have coming to them. And that I've seen that happen with a few of my associates where I've actually had to separate from them because I know, boo, you fall in this lane because of what you're trying to obtain. But I know that's really not you. And I pray for you. I
And,
really pray for you. You
and
know,
with that being said, a lot of times they're forced into it. Your beliefs are forced onto it. And that's the same way
yes,
with them with gay people. You're forced into hating gay people when
that part.
they hadn't did anything to you.
Nothing.
When most of the pedophiles are old white men. You know what I'm saying? They're
How many
supposed to
times
be
have
good.
that'll be another convo because I mean, literally, have you not been noticing how every state is just finding these
Somebody said keep
pedos?
our black dollars with our black folks. And
You know what though? Let me tell. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about keeping our black dollars with our black folks because this is something I'm gonna tell black owners,
yeah.
especially black owners of wonderful restaurants and things like that. The reason that the black dollar doesn't circulate into the black community like it needs to is because our black owners don't take care of their black people like they need to.
They need to.
So if you would take care of your immediate staff just the way they needed to, pay your managers like they need to be paid. Stop having these managers be your bar manager, your front of the house manager, your back of the house manager, your service manager, your inventory manager, but then you only want to pay him to be a bartender.
Right.
And then tell him, oh, you can work off tips too. No. See, that's how all of the other companies, and I call them the other companies, that's how they stay ahead because they pay their people.
Right.
See,
And so
because if you take care of your people, guess what they're gonna go out here and do?
they're gonna work. They're gonna
They're
take care
gonna
of
work,
you.
but guess what? They're gonna parade your fucking name everywhere. You're gonna be the best thing ever. One of the worst things about our community is if you ask somebody, hey, I want to go over here to Sleepy Joe's, bro. Don't you work there? Man, don't go eat there, bro. That barbecue sauce ain't worth shit. I make it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? They'll do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But guess what? Had Sleepy Joe's been paying that motherfucker the hourly wage that he wanted, he would say, man, I make that motherfucker barbecue sauce. It's smacking, dude. Take your ass on over there.
Over there.
It's really just that simple.
That's the same way. I was watching this TikTok. This lady was in the nail shop. She was in the nail shop. And at first the people they were speaking English. They were talking English. And then all of a sudden they went to speaking in their language. She said, hold on. Now, I know y'all talking about us in y'all language because y'all don't want us to understand what y'all saying.
That part.
But don't take my money if you don't want me to understand what you're saying because we're supporting your business. Because I never seen, and this is a true statement, I never been into a nail salon and seen one of them sitting at their table.
Never, ever. Never, ever.
One of them sitting at their table. Not only that, I never went into a beauty supply and seen them purchasing
shopping in there. Never, ever. Never, ever.
With that being said, we support them. They don't support our little league football teams. They don't support our majorette teams. They don't support the school up the street. You remember back in the day, the funeral home they would sponsor a school. The corner store would sponsor a football team, a little league, or something like that. We got all these gas stations and stuff that then came and flooded our community, but we can't ask them to support none of our things that we have going on. We got to take our community back.
Well, you know what? And again, that goes back to us not respecting our power of the dollar.
Right.
The black man spend more money than any other man on the face of this planet,
Right.
because we have this enticing need to feel like we are on top of something. And
Right.
what does that for us is actually spending money and putting it on our backs in any way, shape, form, or fashion. What we have I was at fault to this, in my younger age, but now in my older age, I kind of look at it differently and I do different. But they say, when you're young, you play with toys, and when you get grown, you put them away. And I guess that's what I've done. But as black people, if we would really get an understanding of just how much our dollar is worth and what it really means to so many different people, maybe we would understand how to use it better and for our advantage. But because we don't back each other up, we always living in this crab in a barrel ass world. We don't support one another. I can tell you right now, I sent out my flyer to 20 people that was close to me and said, "Hey, post this flyer for me because I'm launching the 23rd." I went back a week later and I seen 5 posts of the 20 people, 20 of the closest people that I know to me, might I add. And I seen 5 posts. And I said, "Okay, God, I know what that means, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it." Because when the money start flowing and the sponsorship start flowing, then everybody gonna know me. But before that, don't nobody give a damn. But I'm fine with all of that. I'm fine with all that.
They're
But
ready to drink and smoke then.
you won't be drinking and smoking on my time. But my thing is that, but that's the lesson in this, is that we find it so hard to support our own, but we'll support Cardi B, who ain't gonna never know our motherfucking name.
Right.
We will call ourselves a Barb and run around here and act like Nicki Minaj finna call our phone in the next 5 minutes and tell us how cute we look. But you won't even take your little sister to her majorette practice and sit there with her and tell her, "Wait a minute, you messed up on 5 and 6. Let's get that ready together so you can do 7 and 8. You won't do any of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where we lack at.
And we don't, and that's my whole thing with it. We won't support each other, our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Don't support them. But I tell people, if you're my friend or even close to me, my family member that's close to me, it's nothing that I wouldn't do for you.
Amen. Amen. And I'm the same way.
And I feel that we have to go back to our own circle. We got to start lifting up our own circle, because now they're trying to destroy us and separate us at this point. At this point, it's time for us to get together. This is, God probably. I'm just gonna be the prophet at this time. God has did this for a reason.
Amen.
He's bringing families back together, so you can do these potlucks for Thanksgiving like we used to do.
Come on with it.
You bring these potlucks that everybody won't have to afford to cook all of these dinners, and bring everybody back together so we can make sure that everybody eats.
Everybody eat. Amen. And I so see that with you, Ventors. It's just like Madam Chancellor. Hey, shout out to Madam Chancellor Markell. It's just like him, reaching out and saying, "You know what? You crossed 20 years ago, boy.
Right.
Y'all whole line crossed 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is y'all milestone. This is about y'all. We need to reconnect." I looked at that and I said, "My Lord Jesus." I mean, me and Markel, we talk periodically here and there, but the way he reached out, it felt so good. And it was like, wow, family, old family. And just like you just said, God does do things for a reason. He truly does do things for a reason. And I think this is definitely the reason this is the season of reincarnation. Reincarnating our love, reincarnating our lifestyle, reincarnating real traditions.
And forgiveness. Because it's some of this stuff that y'all holding on to. She took my shirt, or he said this to me, or he did this. Let that shit go and let's move on forward past that. You got to forgive these people and keep going, because guess what? You cannot be blessed in your mess. God is not going to bless you.
Come on with it. That's
whatever you got going on. You got to be able to forgive people to make sure that you're going to be blessed. How do you expect to go to heaven and you still hating somebody for something that they did a long time ago? And you know what? I had a close friend to pass away, Courtney. Remember
I
Courtney?
remember Courtney. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Courtney she passed away, and I still today don't even remember why we was mad at each other. I don't remember to this day why we was mad
Jesus,
at each other.
Jesus. You know,
Mad at
now
each other.
let me throw some little seasoning on that now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me just be a little bit honest. I believe in forgiving people.
Right.
And I also believe in, letting things go and being past. But I also know that there are times when there's a certain part where you don't belong in my life no more, period.
And I totally understand that, but I don't
Yeah.
have to be mad at you.
No. See, I'm not gonna be mad at you. I don't have time to. I can't.
I can't deal with you no more.
Right, and that's something. And see,
And
people need to grow into that as well. Being able to understand, like, hey, you know what? The way you fucked over me, I can't deal that way no more. We cool. We cool on that level. I pray for you, but you're gonna stay over there, and I'm gonna stay over here, and we're gonna be wonderful. We're gonna be wonderful. And I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, that's just as well as blood and Walter. I don't care which one it is. Right. If you that far out and you didn't did that much, and I know it has hindered me in life, and you're capable of hurting me again, what I do is I let you go. I say thank you for your time, and I have learned some lessons, baby. But I done moved the hell on, and I'm gonna leave you over there, and I'm gonna go this way.
That's it. And you know what? And that's to be understood.
Right, and there's no fester of no hate or nothing like that.
And me hating you and all that type. I don't hate nobody.
None. Exactly. Don't have time for that. Don't have time for that. At 50 years old, I'm still trying to look okay. I may not look good, but I'm trying to look okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for hate.
I just turned 52. So
I know you did.
Yeah. So I'm trying to.
We're trying to hold on to something. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got time to fester hate in my body and all that stuff. Right. I don't have no time for that. I just know that.
And all that because I'm mad and.
We done. No, I don't have time to be mad. Shit, I'm trying to wake up happy every day.
You talk about some more folks mess. I don't even want to hear that.
That part. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Look, I'm too old for that. I don't want to hear it. I'm not with it.
And you know what? That's another thing, Ventoris, and I wish we could teach our YNs that, because there's two things that YNs do. One I don't like, and one I do like. The one that I do like, I'll start there. I like that they're not scared. I love the fact that young niggas are not scared these days. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the reason I love it is because they're the ones who got MAGA in a very big uproar and nervous about making any moves. Because them YNs, they waiting, and I kind of like them for it. I kind of enjoy that. Now, what I don't like them for is the fact that they take out all their insecurities, animosities, and grievances on innocent people.
Right.
They're quick to bully somebody. They're quick to jump on trans people. They're even quick to bother old folks. I'm not good with that.
Right.
I'm just not good with that. And I wish there was a way that we could somehow implement or inform them that that road that you take it on that level is going to lead you down a road that you don't want to end up at.
Well, you know where that problem, I can tell you where that problem comes in.
Come on with it.
It comes from their parents.
Yes.
They have to respect their parents, so they don't have the respect for anyone else. So with that being said, it's hard for me to teach a grown person to respect someone after they didn't have respect for their own parents.
And that's so, and it's sad because in our day, I was raising my boys in Memphis and everything. And right now to the day, the one thing I will say that everybody says that them boys, them grown men, they respectful as hell. So I pride myself on knowing that Chris, Alfonso, and Timothy turned out all right, and they became pillars in the community. With that being said, it still doesn't say anything less about all the other children that did not become pillars after the fact in these new days and times when babies started having babies.
And that's where the respect started to lack.
To dwindle, it's because the babies started having babies.
And also, before then, when crack was introduced into our community.
Ooh, crack so messed our world up, baby.
Was introduced into our community, the household broke up.
Completely.
They knew how to break our household.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
The crack.
They did.
And I just thank God that my folk didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely one of the children that lost some things during that era. I ended up losing my mom to crack, and then my best friend's mother ended up having to raise me for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But thank God it ended up working in a favor, but at the end of the day, we still had to go through that turmoil. I still had to see that, I
And
still
that's
had to
what
see my mother go through that,
and
so
that's what happened. So
exactly. And I totally get it. And I pray, and because this generation now, they don't really like the whole crack thing. They flip out on pills and do this, that, and the other. But
and that's killing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
In the
but
beginning,
with them, it's more of a quick cycle, and it don't last as long. Like with crack, that shit lasted for years. With these kids, they'll take pills for like a year or so, and then some of them will be like, I ain't with that no more. I'm good with that, or whatever
right.
the case may be. Not a lot of them stick to that and just go
And they
through with
move
it,
on to
forever.
something
Right.
else.
They move on to something else, so they
But see,
graduate.
my problem with it is a lot of their friends are using it as a joke to see how
Yeah.
they're going to react off of the drug that they give them. And
Yeah.
some of them end up dying because they're giving them something that their body can't take.
They can't take.
So,
And
and
again, a very
yeah,
sorrowful and horrible way of having to die and having to live
yeah,
life and be introduced and then not introduced to something. But at the same
right,
time, I have to say, to each generation, we've had our pet peeves, our ups and downs, and the things that have, kind of rocked our world. I think during our generation, it was Coke and
yeah,
ecstasy pills. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what was going on in our time,
yeah.
and though we didn't fall into those realms because it was beneath us, there were so many that
They
did
did,
that
yeah,
did fall into it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you look back on it, you just be like, damn, I'm happy they came out, but I remember when they was going through,
right,
and
yeah,
baby, that was painful to watch because I remember a
yeah,
couple of kids from the Plush Club who went through,
yeah.
through.
That
And it was
was
just
real
amazing to watch these beautiful young ladies turn into pill poppers.
addicts. Yeah, addicts.
Addicts, yeah, addicts. That's the word, addicts. Because that's what they turned into, But to see them now and they're growing and it's going good, I'm better. I'm better with it, but at the same time, I'm just like, my God, what can we do to kind of curve the generation from drugs in a whole, in a whole sense of it? Is there
Right.
anything that we could do as people for that?
It's really not. But we didn't went over our time. But we didn't talk a while. But I'm so happy that you came on this evening. And
I
we had a
thank
good talk.
you.
So I'm gonna have to bring you back on, and I'll do the same. Whenever
Okay.
you want to have me on your show,
I definitely will. Oh, definitely.
yeah.
This is
So,
awesome. Are we cut off now? Or are we still
we
live?
we still live. It's
Oh,
getting ready to cut off. It's getting ready to go off.
okay.
'Cause
Okay.
tea time has got ready to end, so
Okay.
I have to go ahead and end it.
But thank you
Uh,
so much. The House at Vanderbilt definitely appreciate you. We look forward to having you on our show. Definitely.
yes, and
I
I'm
appreciate you so
so
much,
glad
Fred.
you came on this evening. It was
Definitely.
it was wonderful. Our show
I
was great.
appreciate you.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Hot Tea Time, and thank y'all. We will see y'all again same time next week. Uh, thanks for joining us on tonight, and bye for now.